When people ask me, how do I sound more fluent or advanced in English? My answer is always the same. Upgrade your vocabulary. Yes, grammar is important. Pronunciation helps a lot. But vocabulary is where the magic happens. When you use the right words, you sound more confident, more natural, and honestly, more like a native speaker. In this video, I want to show you 15 English words that will instantly make you sound like a top-level English speaker. These words are not the usual hello and beautiful type of words. These are the kind of words you see in advanced English exams, like the SAT or GRE, and they're used by professionals, speakers, writers, and thinkers. But don't worry, we're not just going to memorize definitions. That's boring. I'll show you how to actually use them in real life. And I promise, if you start using even a few of these, your English will feel more precise and powerful. Let's start simple. Have you ever felt like something was just okay, not amazing, not terrible, just fine? Then you've experienced something that was adequate. That word means enough or satisfactory. For example, was the food good? Well, it was adequate. I used to sleep 8 hours a night. Now that I have a dog who thinks 5 a.m. is playtime, I'm lucky to get adequate rest. Now let's say you're about to make an important decision. You don't just jump in, right? You take a moment, you pause, you consider. That's your next word. To consider means to think carefully before choosing. Like, I always consider my budget before planning a vacation. I mean, the Maldives looks great, but my bank account says, how about the backyard? Now imagine you're in a situation where you need to figure something out. Like, what made the cake collapse? Was it the recipe? The oven? When you come to a conclusion based on facts, you determine the cause. Investors often determine whether a business idea has potential. You might determine someone's mood based on how they respond to your texts. Like K with a period? Yeah, not happy. Speaking of growing things, have you ever started something small and watched it grow big? Maybe a plant, a project, a YouTube channel? That's to expand. You expand a business, your knowledge, even your friend circle. I started with one student, and now I teach thousands online. That's what I call a good expansion. Let's jump to something many of us deal with. Things that happen all the time, like every day. That's when we use the word frequent. I'm a frequent customer at my local coffee shop. They know my name, my order, and even the fact that I'm always 5 minutes late. Also, technical problems during online meetings, sadly, frequent. Now that you've warmed up, let's take things up a notch. Here comes a word that sounds fancy, but we use it more often than you think. Vague. It means unclear or not specific. Ever get a text like, we need to talk? That's vague and terrifying. Or when someone says, just be better? Okay, how exactly? That's what vague feedback sounds like. Let's say someone pushes you to do something, not physically, but emotionally. Like your passion compels you to create, or your responsibilities compel you to get out of bed. That's your next word, compel. To strongly force or persuade. I feel compelled to share English tips because I love seeing people improve. Sometimes a great story compels you to stay up all night reading, no regrets. Then there's resilient, one of my favorite words. It means you bounce back after something hard. Life knocks you down, you get up. That's being resilient. Think of someone who lost their job, started from scratch, and built a new career. That's not luck, that's resilience. And honestly, learning a language takes a lot of it. You'll mess up, get frustrated, but you keep going. Now picture trying to share a feeling or idea, but you want to be clear, not confusing. That's when you convey. To convey means to express something so others get it. A great teacher conveys complex ideas in a simple way. When I say you can do this, I'm trying to convey encouragement. And hopefully you're feeling it. Ever try to guess what someone meant without them saying it directly? That's when you infer. To infer is to conclude based on clues or evidence. Like when someone avoids eye contact and says, "I'm fine," you might infer that they're not. Or when your boss says, "We'll revisit this later," you can infer that now is not the time to argue. Feeling good? Let's now go into the truly advanced zone. Words that even native speakers sometimes struggle with. The first one, scrutinize. It means to examine something very closely. Think of a detective looking at fingerprints or a lawyer reading every word in a contract. You must scrutinize reviews before buying a new phone, or maybe you scrutinize your own work before sending that important email. Here's a poetic one, ephemeral. It means short-lived, lasting for a very short time, like sunsets, or cherry blossoms, or trends on TikTok. I love this word because it reminds us to enjoy the moment. Beauty can be ephemeral, but that's what makes it special. Ever meet someone who just gets it? They walk into a room, listen for 2 minutes, and already understand what's going on. That's someone who's astute. It means smart in a practical, sharp way. An astute friend can tell when you're upset, even when you smile. An astute manager sees potential others miss. Now let's talk about feeling weak. Not physically, but mentally, emotionally, or just drained. That's what debilitate means. Jet lag can debilitate you. So can stress. Even overthinking. It slows you down, makes everything feel heavy. But hey, resilience helps us bounce back. Remember? And finally, the word auspicious. This one means lucky or indicating a good outcome, like launching a product right before a big holiday, or starting a new job on a Monday when everything feels fresh. An auspicious beginning can give you a boost of motivation. But even if things don't start perfectly, remember, the ending matters more. So there you go. 15 powerful words, some simple, some challenging, but all incredibly useful if you want to take your English to the next level. And it's not about sounding fancy, it's about having the right tools to express yourself with precision. That's what makes your English excellent.